Hello YouTube, Alexander here, yet again for the second time today. And yeah, this is my other ongoing project, and well, it's going to be my take on the hyperstryfe, made popular by Hawkeye 007. And yeah, well, it's kind of similar to his design, or his integration. And well, I got my hands on a busted up hyperfire to use, and I had a strife laying around that I was looking to make something of. And well, yeah, this weekend I started the integration and come this far. And for integrating the two shells, I've used not the DevCon branded plastic weld or metal acrylate, but well, it is Swedish plastic weld. It's the same thing, just not DevCon, because DevCon isn't sold in Sweden. And yeah, I've used some epoxy putty to fill in the different heights and gaps and stuff. I've smoothed out the epoxy putty on the handle, and I really liked my wife is making a fool out of herself in the background, like usual. But well, I really like the ergonomics of the hyperstryfe, and to reach the mag release with a rev trigger finger is kind of nice. Actually, one of the things with a hyperfire I really like is the thumb hole stock, and funnily enough, it's the part most people hate about the hyperfire. But I find it actually really comfortable, and yeah. Some of the cuts I made are mostly identical to the hyperstryfe that Hawkeye actually currently is working on. He's let's just say the blaster that should not be named, as he is kind of understandably frightened to get a cease and desist letter or a copyright strike from a really picky Japanese company, let's just say that. And I've been following his live streams and started to think about making my own hyperstryfe, and when the opportunity to get my hands on a broken hyperfire, I took a shot at it. Also, something else I've been doing to this strife shells that it's kind of obvious as I put my fingers through the holes is that I have cut out some parts, and I plan to I got inspired of Naptown Nerf's Stardust he made last year for Endor, where he cut out the grill parts on the magwell and part of the white stripe on the flywheel side of the strife, and he filled it up with clear resin, and I plan to do something similar, not exactly like his, and I thought it was a really different and awesome part to get some LEDs into a strife, as the strife isn't available in clear, and no, the worker swordfish, the fishy fish blaster, doesn't count, and I cannot either understand why they choose to mold a freaking swordfish in the side. The fish scales on the handles, sure, it's a funny part, but a huge fish on the side,
Feel the fish.
Anyway, I'm getting off track, and in some discussions I've had with Mr. Nathan on this build, it has been nicknamed the Wedding Blaster, as the strife and some of the parts that is going to be internal has been given to me by my wife. She actually, about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, we're not in July yet, she bought artifact gold and canted flywheel cage to me as a wedding present, and yeah, this one I've made a brass dart guide for it, and this Christmas she bought me this strife as a Christmas present. So yeah, maybe you can see why it has been dubbed the Wedding Blaster. I'm still contemplating on the final name, but the Project Wedding Blaster sounds good enough for now. And yeah, a little hint on what I plan on adding more. Well, some of you may recognize this part, and some of you maybe not, but in due time it will be shown. In due time you will know. And yeah, I'm also planning on adding some custom-made parts that, well, it will be a surprise when I get to those parts. I'm planning on keeping this semi-auto, and well, I've already swapped out the worker pusher part, as I had one laying around, and well, why not use it? Well, one part that I've done that I actually haven't seen that many people do is I have totally sanded down the V shapes, or if you look on a strife under where between where the flywheel cage sits and the bottom front rail sits, there's some almost like a zigzag pattern mold raised up in the blaster, and like the sunken in rail on my Longlisher build on the demolisher part. Instead of filling in on the strife, I sanded them down, and on the demolisher I filled the line in. And yeah, and well, I have some ideas on adding parts back here in the stock area, and well, we'll take that when we get there. This has been a little bit more about some of my current projects. I've posted on Instagram about them, and well, if you came here from Instagram, from my Instagram, well, welcome to the channel. And if you found me on YouTube, well, check out my Instagram. A little byproduct I'm doing that it's kind of too small for its own video is this. In the lot of broken blasters I got was deploy, which you could almost call it sandblasted. I suspect some previous young owner may have buried it in a sandbox, because everything inside was covered in sand, and the sand had got into the plunger mechanism, and yeah, it was not able to be saved. And someone on Reddit, I'm not sure who it was, a while back posted about making a hammer shot holster out of a deploy stock, and well, I saw it and I thought it was a really neat idea. So it's not complete. I'm going to sand it internally. I'm going to add some more part for stability and cover it inside with either craft foam or suede or something to protect the hammer shot. And also try to mount it somehow so I can carry the holster around. But yeah, if you have a broken deploy or a deploy you don't want to use and know what to do, here's an idea. And well, it wasn't so much to, I don't have so much to talk about this one, so well, it had to tag along on this. And yeah, see you in the next update, and thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.